Is it possible that supplement industry stakeholders are getting hooked to a particular trending convenient packaging format? So I'll decode and kind of share some of my exploratory thoughts around that introductory question a bit later in this content, but maybe it's best we start with a little CPG packaging history lesson. While I'm sure, like any being first claim to fame stories, there is indeed an inventor, but I'm going to use kind of a triangulated method to give innovation credit to three companies for stick packs. In the 1960s, Imperial Chemical Industries in the UK tried packaging beer in flexible tubular pouches. Around that same time, Gelsert started producing those nostalgic freezer pops we all know and loved in the American market. And then about a decade later, the innovation shifted into dry goods with the Sanko Machinery Company based in Japan introducing the stick packs for sweeteners. Each company was integral in popularizing this new and more convenient packaging format, but it was Sanko that introduced their machinery to the US market in 1996. This opened a world of innovation opportunities for American CPG brands to develop a wide variety of both dry and liquid food products in stick packs. But while these skinny, flexible pouches are still likely most recognizable by mainstream consumers because of maybe like sugar substitutes, stick packs are also not new to the supplement industry. Again, the history of successful powdered supplements and stick packs is kind of hazy, but the packaging format had customarily been used as a cost effective way to capture the attention and taste buds of consumers during events. Regardless of which brands laid the groundwork, though, the supplement industry experienced a commercialization paradigm shift with stick packs, probably because of the liquid IV effect in the late 2010s. What was once a packaging format, most notably utilized for product sampling in the supplement industry, became a foundational strategic element of a billion-dollar supplement brand. Now it's undeniable that stick packs have quietly become a ubiquitous packaging format central to many leading supplement products, as its value comes from its ability to live harmoniously between the needs of brand marketers and consumers. But let's look at a simplistic 4 P's of marketing breakdown of why supplement brands love the stick packs form factor. The product itself has a long shelf life and provides strong utility in a variety of different supplement categories. Since stick packs are small and produced on very fast, dedicated machines, their per unit cost is low, making them both price efficient and cost effective. Stick packs provide more placement flexibility in terms of the sales channels in which sections can be merchandised in compared to traditional multi-serving supplement tubs or bottle packaging. And then finally, the stick packs promotion element was already kind of mentioned since the single serving nature lends itself well to product sampling. Shifting this over to the other side of the equation, as consumers navigate a rapidly changing world, they're increasingly searching for portable and convenient nutrition to kind of fit into their busy lifestyles. While gimmicky product formats fall out of favor quite quickly, consumers have embraced stick packs for several beneficial reasons that have stood the test of time. These stick packs value propositions include portability, portion control, ease of use, ability to economically price it, and how it optimizes the oxygen moisture barrier properties that can keep the product fresh longer. But this is probably a good time to transition into what I was referring to in that introduction. CPG packaging is more than a shipping container or a specifically designed product holder. It's a vessel that has huge effects on how a consumer feels about your brand. And that has a lot to do with the reward center of our brains and kind of the center of reinforcement that creates our behavioral patterns, dopamine. Now, I'm fully aware and even a bit complicit in the fact that the multi trillion dollar CPG industry are master manipulators at creating dopamine hits. Whether it involves advertising strategies or visual elements of packaging and even how the larger shopping experience is presented, it's well documented that all these create dopamine hits with consumers. But it wasn't until I had a conversation with an industry friend a few years ago at Supply Side West that he opened my eyes to the role stick packs could be playing in all of this, especially with younger consumers. Gen Z consumers have had a smartphone in their hands and access to social media accounts since they were born, which has made them dopamine junkies or so. In fact, the former VP of user growth at Facebook, Chamath Palihapitiya, has stated for many years that he feels tremendous guilt about his involvement in the short term dopamine driven feedback loops that were created, that, in his opinion, are destroying how society works. Whether that's hyperbole or actual truth, companies using algorithms to leverage our dopamine driven reward circuitry aren't going anywhere anytime soon. And it's that marketplace reality, which could be prompting certain packaging considerations that feed the growing consumer demand for more dopamine hits. Consider what happens when supplement consumers rip open a single serving stick pack daily compared to merely cracking open a 30 serving canister of pre workout powder once. It's all about speeding up the frequency of these pleasurable events. If a consumer gets a hit of dopamine after ripping open a stick pack, they will probably go back and get another one because it felt good. Additionally, the anticipation of opening the next stick pack is enough to release dopamine, which begins this cycle of motivation, reward, and then getting that product, which is reinforcement. When a consumer connects to your packaging and they start the journey of these like dopamine hits, it will result in this desire to buy more. And that creates a loyal customer base. Now, all this could sound pretty bad to you, but our brains are naturally wired to increase the odds that we will repeat pleasurable activities. So, consumers craving dopamine hits is natural. What's problematic is when consumers create a life around which they consistently get dopamine hits and seek dopamine hits. But I didn't use the word addiction in my introduction intentionally because to me, that word is defined by it having a negative impact on life. And not to make a poorly timed joke, because I know this is a very serious subject, but if anything, our society could probably use more dopamine seeking consumers addicted to health and wellness activities. But I just want to end with two quick final thoughts. It has always been my belief that entrepreneurs should be great counterpunchers. So, supplement brand owners should look further into certain packaging considerations that align them positionally within this dopamine fueled marketplace reality. That being said, the consideration of stick packs might not be warranted in every new product development discussion. And also, just putting your powder in a stick pack won't guarantee success. It's important to remember that there's a much bigger design psychology at play here, one that must be understood when unlocking the dopamine map of your potential customers. But if you enjoyed this YouTube video, hit that like button to support me. Also, help me get to my new short term goal of 4,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button. I'd love to see you join me on this journey, but we need to fix the fact that more than 90% of you that are watching this YouTube video right now are not subscribed to my channel, and that makes me extremely sad. But I do want to thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.